welcome to another week's video. Today I have a series of books I want to share with you. You may have seen in my previous video I've shared about the new palette I created in collaboration with Deep Light. It's a palette heavily inspired by sea creatures and algae and fish, and I thought it would be interesting to share with you a few of the books that I own where I look for a reference and inspiration to paint some of the things that I painted using the museum Submersum Deep Light set. In case you haven't watched the video yet, I'll leave a card here so you can check that out. I have books in English, in French, but I mostly use them for the images, so if you want to check that out, I think these are great for reference. So the first one we have here, I'm going to just put this aside. So the first one we have here is a tiny little guide by the Wildlife Trusts. It's the Bloomsbury Concise Seashore Wildlife Guide. And as you can see, it's a very small little guide. And here you have divided by type of animals. So you have like plants, seaweeds, you have mollusks, crustaceans, fishes. So I'm gonna give you a quick show of what I really like about this book is that it has apart from the animals that are always interesting to see, I love having reference for different type of aquatic plants. So this is great for this as well. You have all the information with the name, the image, the description, where you can find this type of algae. So it's divided by color also. Here is talking about green seaweeds, then you have brown seaweeds. It's a very fun handful guide that has a lot of things, and I really like painting things from the sea. I always felt very inspired to paint fish and algae, so I always like having reference books like this. Here you have red seaweeds, flowering plants that grow near the water. We see a lot of these here in the canal. Sea kale, lichen or lichen. I never know how to pronounce this one. Yeah, it has a lot of interesting things. Anemone, I find this very beautiful to paint as well. They have different colors. They can be very fun to paint. And you have some shells, sea slug, very unusual. Nudibranch, they are super colorful, very vibrant, they can be almost neon-like. They are very fun creatures even to just look at. I highly recommend browsing a few pictures of them online. And yeah, you have lots and lots of things reference here, and you can always look for more photos online. Barnacles, these are also very fun to paint, and if you can add them pretty much to any object and it instantly make them more sea-like. Like you could add them to a piece of wood or to the bottom of a boat or a box, and it gives you that sea vibe. Lobsters, crabs. Sea spider. Starfish, always very fun to paint. Urchin, they're also nice to paint. I love painting all of this stuff. So yeah, this is a inexpensive little guide filled with reference for your sea life paintings. Now, the next one I have is in French. This is called Le Poissons, and it's from this collection, Fernand. This author has many different books. I bought this on Vinted, and I found out that there are many different books from this collection with Fernand illustration. You have insects, you have mammals, you have flowers, you have many of them if you look around vintage. And I really like this type of vintage illustration, so I had to get this one about fish. I find vintage great for buying secondhand books, most of all books with this type of vintage illustration. I've always enjoyed encyclopedias type of books full of these images since I was a kid, so I really enjoy getting a few of them for reference. And you have here many images with the names. It's good to also have a variety of references, a mix between new books and old books, so you don't get stuck to a particular style of illustration. Here I have many different fish. As you can see, you don't even need to really understand French to appreciate this type of book, and you can use it for reference only. Some of them also have the scientific name here, so you could use that to research more about it in English if you wish, or to have more images. I think all these books, they follow more or less the same structure. They have first the images in the first half of the book, and the second half you have a bit more text. Look at how beautiful it is. I like a lot this illustration, the colors, very nice. The mix of light blues and this rusty orange type of color. This is hours and hours of fun to be had. And a lot of colors that you see here you can find either as they are on the set, or you can mix them. I have done a bit of color mixing with the colors, and I showed this also in the video, the type of colors you can get by mixing. It's a very versatile set for painting aquatic life. A lot of brown fish, and here is the portion, like I mentioned, with all of the explanations about the fish with the numbers. But I confess I bought it exclusively for the illustrations. Now, I have another guide in English. This is called The Collins Guide to Sea Fishes of Britain and Northwestern Europe. This is also a second-hand book. I'm not sure where I got this one. I may have gotten it in a second-hand bookstore here in Dublin. I confess I don't remember at the moment. But yeah, you have like types of fish. Let's talk about the dorsal fin and types of shark. It's good info also if you want to just learn a bit better about the shapes and the parts of fish, and then you can also create yours and draw from imagination. You know, once you draw over and over an animal or an object you get so familiar with that you can just draw out of imagination. That's how I manage now to just draw a fish without looking at references, because I did it so many times looking at references. I kind of know from top of my head the parts of the fish and how they are built. There's a lot of text in this one also, but you do have, here have some boats and some flags, I believe, talking about fisheries. There's a crab here, lobster, crawfish. This is kind of like an encyclopedia type of book. sole, flounder, it also has this charming type of vintage illustration, which I really appreciate. This one has the type of blue colors I have chosen for the set. It's a good one to paint with that set. I may mark this for a future painting. Lumpsucker. This is also a nice one. Interesting colors. Interesting color also in this fish. You can do a lot of play using watercolor, wet on wet. You can do some color mixing on the page, and this is a great fish to use that silver tuff color that has metallic silver sparkles on it. It gives a great effect. You have like this rosy color, so you can add it and it will show, depending on the angle, you can see like the rosy color and then you can see the silver sparkle. It gives a lot of interest to your paintings. I have marked here. I use this to paint the fish I recorded a video for. I'm not sure if I'm going to share this video before the current one I'm showing to you or later, but I do have a recording of me painting this fish. I have a trip coming up next month, so I am pre-recording a few videos which I'm going to schedule when I'm away, so you don't get bored. And I hope you enjoy. I really had an awesome time coming up with the concept for the watercolor palette and then painting with it and thinking about my inspiration behind it and going through my books, these ones that I'm sharing with you now here, to get inspired. So I thought I could also maybe inspire you to paint a few fish. This one is also a great one to use metallic watercolors. Add some bling to your fish. I'm a huge advocate for using metallic accents to your paintings. I think it's fun. And yeah, it's a lovely, this is a lovely one to try. I would love to paint this one as well. Look at the patterns. This would be lovely to paint. Hard, but rewarding nevertheless. Now I have another, it's not really a book, but this is something I got also secondhand from, this one I think I got from the World of Books. It's kind of like, it says Guide to the British Freshwater Fishes, but it's really like a pamphlet type of guide. But I liked it because of this image over here. It's a bit faded at the moment because I had left in my wall over here to get inspired by for a while, and then it faded a bit of the print at the front. You can see the colors here are a bit more faded than here. But yeah, you have a good few fish. And because I'm in Ireland, which is so close, I'm pretty sure that you can find many of these around these waters also, so I thought it would be cool to have that. This is another recommendation I have. If you enjoy secondhand books and this type of vintage illustration, go take a look at the World of Books website. They have a large collection of secondhand books, true vintage books, and they are really inexpensive as well, so I got a lot of reference books from them. So this book is in Italian. I bought it in Italy the last time I was there. I thought it was a great reference book as well for aquatic animals, and what I like about this is that it's not only for sea animals. You have also lake and river animals. I'm gonna show you here. So this book is more focused on colored pencil, but because it gives you instructions on how to draw, you can use it also for watercolor, and that's what I did. It teaches you how to draw the scale and the spine. You see things you can find like stones and shells. I love this type of reference because as much as I love drawing fish, sometimes you like to draw also other related things to get, you know, into your composition. Maybe you want to paint an underwater scene, so it's good to have also reference for these other bits and pieces. Here you have even like driftwood. You have a starfish here. This one is called Sunny Star fish. You have shells. And here you go. This is I think this is the page that sold me on this book. As soon as I saw this page, I was like, I need to get this. So here you have many types of nudie branches, which are, I actually don't know if it's nudie branches or just nudie branch. Anyway, sea snails. You have many types of sea snails, which can be very colorful. And I use this also as a reference to paint with my museum Submersum palette. I have here octopus and sepia, squid, crab. So they teach you how to draw it first and then how to use the colored pencils to render it. And it's very rainy here now, so you may be hearing some background rain sounds. I hope it's not too disturbing. Have beautiful fish. I also painted this fish. Clownfish. I need to paint this one. You can use this to paint on black paper. It would be an interesting exercise as well, using metallic watercolors. Sharks. Love sharks. Dolphins. Different type of whales. It's a very complete book. You have a seal. Oh, it's so cute. You have even insects. You see? Dragonfly. Birds. I love this bird. It's so beautiful. I forgot the name of it in English. I'll find it when I'm editing the video. I'm gonna put here on the screen, but it's a very nice bird. It has these red eyes and very contrasting to the dark plumage. Frog. This was another thing, another one that really convinced me to buy the book, because I've been trying to get better at drawing frogs. I love frogs. I find them very funny, but I find it hard every time I have to draw them because I get confused about the direction of their thighs. It's kind of a lot of curves, and I've been trying to get better at it, so I was happy to find instructions in this book for frogs as well. You have many different frogs in here. And have also even the eggs of every type of duck. It's great, isn't it? It's a very complete book, so I highly recommend if you'd like to get better at drawing all sorts of aquatic animals. You don't really need to understand Italian to follow the instructions. You can just visually follow step by step, and it's a great reference book. And the last one I have here is also in Italian. It's called Un mare di pesci. This is by Marcus Eliezer Bloch, and I bought this. It was in the children's section, which I regularly visit because I like looking at children's books as well. And when I saw all of this image of fish, I knew I had to have it. Maybe with the white background, it looks a bit more modern. And you have many different fish here, including the ones that we saw in previous books, type of sole. Have all sorts of fish and a lot of images, not a lot of text. So like I said, it's great for reference, independent if you speak or not the language. I love this one in particular. Again, I am crazy about patterns, so when I see this, it's beautiful. You can make a base of wet and wet, yellow and blue, leaving some space at the middle so they don't become green. And then you come on the top with a dark brown and a very tiny brush to do all of these beautiful effects. You can even use a pen to do all of the dots. It's a nice one. I will maybe mark it for later experimentation. The sun is back. The rain apparently stopped, but we never know. I hope you can see well. And yeah, this one has beautiful colors also. It's a type of sturgeon, I think. Very beautiful, bright blue. You have so many different fish. Look at this one, how unusual. So kind of inspire creativity also. You see that you can go beyond the typical oval shaped fish. You have many different ones. Look at this one. This looks like this deep water type of fish. A bit alien-like. They have, like the anglerfish. Love drawing anglerfish. They are such cartoon characters. This one is also very interesting. Look at all the hexagon patterns. Yeah, there's a lot of things to be inspired from. Look at this one. I'm very curious to look at photos of this fish. I would like to see how is the pattern in real life. It's so geometrical here. Yeah, even if you are not as much into fish as I am, just the patterns alone are really worth a browse. Look at the expression of this fish. Isn't this great? It just looks like he's giving you the side eye. Judgmental fish. I love it. I hope I'm recording this well, because I now have the sun on my screen, so I cannot really see what I am showing you, but I hope you get the idea. You have loads and loads of fish here to inspire you. You can create your own aquarium. You can see here I put some marker. I think I was painting one of these fish. A beautiful one. That's a good idea, actually. You know, paint a few fish and then cut them up and just maybe do a collage. That would be nice. Maybe using that type of padded tape, foamy tape for scrapbooking, so you can put them in different heights on the page and you can get a bit of a 3D effect. Put in a shadow frame. That's an idea. A deep sea painting using cutouts of fish and algae and all sorts of bits and pieces, and then you can paint a beautiful background in all tones of blues and just put them together in different levels to get that three-dimensional effect. So yeah, lots to be inspired from. Here is talking a bit about the author. It was a German man. born in 1723 and died in 1799. So these illustrations are quite old. They are just given this modern treatment here, but yeah, it's a very interesting book. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour in my fishy library. I hope that this will give you a few ideas of things to paint with, either with your own colors or with the Museum Submersum set, which I shared. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this type of content, if you like these books, if you'd like to see other types of book collections that I may have. I would be happy to share with you. I love showing my art reference books, and I hope to see you soon.